Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you're not sure who I am, my name is Sarah. Welcome. Glad to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, then you know that we are in a different place right now. I actually DIY'd my own little vanity area, so that's pretty cool. I've actually got all of my makeup right in front of me, and I can actually reach for it, which is pretty cool for me. And also, side note, check out the nails. They're so cool! Also, you might notice that I have a little bit of a lisp. So I had a surgery, I had my wisdom teeth removed, but I also had my front tooth removed. So this is a fake tooth, and I have like a little denture that goes in. So if I sound a little bit weird, that's why. Today, what I wanted to do is, with the new trend going around with beauty YouTubers, beauty gurus, they're following other YouTubers' makeup tutorials. And the one thing that I saw is a lot of them is just like, I don't know the first thing about applying makeup, let alone buying makeup, so I just wanted to do this video as a makeup 101, absolute bare basics, from scratch makeup for dummies. So let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about today is foundation. A lot of people that are first starting into makeup believe that foundation is a must. It's not unless you want it to be. Literally any of this you don't have to use unless you want to use it. A lot of what's popular and on the market right now are medium to full coverage foundations. Well, what does that mean? That essentially means foundation that is going to literally erase your own skin and how it looks. First, I would recommend a BB cream. This is going to give you light, ultra-light coverage. It's going to feel like a moisturizer. It's just going to feel a lot lighter. It's not going to really sink into any lines or pores. For practice, I would definitely recommend picking this up drugstore. Don't go anything full end, high end quite yet. I've got the Maybelline Dream BB Pure 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Clearing Perfector, and I've got it in 110 Light Medium Sheer Tint. So BB creams, they don't have very many shades. They typically have fair, light, medium, and deep. First, I would recommend picking up a BB cream for your first run through with foundation. You're getting the easier side of options with shades because there's literally 4, sometimes 3, or sometimes 5. So you can't mess up that badly. Next is concealer. Concealer is for highlighting your face as well as hiding blemishes. If you're someone with a lot of acne scarring or discoloration on your face, maybe red spots, then you're probably going to want a concealer. That's probably what you're looking into, I'm assuming. Again, all of these, what I'm recommending is going to be drugstore. If this is your first run through, definitely try out drugstore first, because what if you hate it and that way you did not waste 20 to 60 bucks per item. What I have here is the Maybelline Master Conceal, and I've got this in the color Fair. So concealing, if you're looking to conceal your under eyes or any of the high points of your face, you're going to want to go a shade lighter than what you actually are. Alright, so now you've got your foundation, you've got your concealer, you're going to want to do powder. Powder, you're going to want to go ahead and pick something translucent, not something with color, because powder is for setting. So those are the 3 things that we're going to start with. I'm going to go ahead and put them on my face, explain how to do so, and we'll go from there. I recommend using a blender for foundation application, but you can definitely try a foundation brush. So that's going to look like this. And essentially you're going to paint your face. Whereas with a blender, you press it into your face. I would recommend the blender because it's very hard to mess up on this. I keep saying beauty blender, excuse me, but this is a Real Techniques makeup blender. I believe they call it a makeup perfector. They might do, I'm not sure. I always use it a little bit damp. So you just run it under the tap, you squeeze out all the excess, and then you dry it with a towel. Just pat it dry, and then you're good. Essentially, it'll expand about 1/4 of its size. It becomes more squishy, and it's just softer. and it feels so nice. And it blends really, really well. If you do want to use a brush, you can pick up an e.l.f. brush, an e.l.f. foundation brush for $1 or $2. The highest that you'll probably have to pay for a brush from e.l.f. is probably $3 or $4. So definitely use an e.l.f. brush because they're not bad. Alright, so first we're going to go ahead and put our BB cream on our hand. Get our blender, you pick it up, and then you are going to go ahead and pat it. Realize that with a sponge, it's going to soak up a lot of the product. This can be layered, so you would just go in with a little bit more. Put another layer on if you want some more coverage. Again, the most that this is going to give you is light coverage. And you are going to just buff and press. I don't know if you remember in kindergarten when you had those stamps that you could paint with. It's kind of like that but on your face. So around your eyes, you know how you have a lot of fine lines? You're going to want to go ahead and get close to your eye. If you want to do your makeup, you're going to have to be brave about being around your eye. There will be makeup mishaps where it gets inside of your eyeball. Forewarning. Remember to blend down your neck. You want everything to look the same color. Now for concealer, how we would apply this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put just a dot under our eyes, here, 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 here. Well, Sarah, why are you putting it here? I'm highlighting and I'm also getting rid of the under parts. If you have acne discoloration or scarring, you would go ahead and put it on those spots, though I would recommend getting a concealer that is the same tone as your foundation, not something that is a little bit lighter because it will highlight that spot. Now when blending out concealer, you might be, but Sarah, what if I get it everywhere? Because I don't know that, just little taps, little taps. Little taps, and you keep it in the area that you want it. And then you see how there's now this halo? Take the part where your foundation was, and you're just going to essentially go back and forth until there's a nice blend. Be brave. Get close to your eye. You can do this because you want to go all the way up to the lash line. You don't want to leave any gaps. And just take your time. You got this. Put whatever extra residue on your eyelid. Very soft. You don't want to actually beat your face. This is a very sensitive part of your face. One thing right off the bat. When you do this, you do this. Don't do this. When you pull this skin, you lose the elasticity, and that's how you get more fine lines underneath. If you care about that thing. If you don't, do whatever you want. This is going to be a little bit weird. If you were using a BB cream, then you're like, oh, like it feels like I don't have anything on. It looks like I don't really have anything on, just like everything's a better color. So that's going to be a little weird for you looking in the mirror now. It's just like, oh, this actually looks like something. What? The biggest thing is to blend. You know, because a concealer is thicker than a foundation. Now the one thing that we want to prevent, because a concealer is thicker than foundation, it is going to try and crease in your fine lines. So once you got that on, you're going to reach for your loose powder. You're going to take your damp beauty blender and you're going to put it here, just like that. And we're going to lay it right under our eye. No swiping. Swipe or no swiping. We're just laying it. Rinse and repeat. You can also bake everywhere else that you concealed. So right here, right here, right here, For me, I do it here because this is where I get the most oily. And where my foundation will start to like crumble and cake up. So that's where we kind of want to put the product. Alright, so that has been BB cream, concealer, powder. We are now currently letting that still bake and do its thing. Now while it's doing its thing, I'm going to talk about the next things in store. Eyeliner, mascara. So as you'll probably notice, all of these are still drugstore. All drugstore. So we have the Revlon Brow Fantasy. This is what I always use on my brows. Always, always, always. Don't know why, I just like it. You've got pencil on one end, you have brow on the other end. They also have other brow products in the drugstore aisle that have a spoolie on the other end. If you do not, a spoolie, by the way, is this. You brush your brow hair with it. If you don't have one of these, go ahead and get the little duo thing. Some of them come with a little spoolie. That way you don't have to worry about it. You're paying it for one product. I would recommend first either going with a fat pencil where you're essentially just shading in and you don't have very much to worry about. Or go with a wax or a colored tint. It's essentially like a mascara, but smaller and specifically for your eyebrows, so you just kind of go, That can be easier. Or they have little powder palettes where it's essentially a little eyeshadow color specifically for your brows, and you use a little brush like this. A little brush like this with a slanted edge up, and you go in and you just do this and you color them in essentially. Alright, so this is about done. We're going to want to go ahead and take our powder brush, and then we're just essentially going to buff away that bake like this. It's not just we're pushing it in and away. And do the same everywhere else. Alright, next, brows. Remember that spoolie I was talking about? You're going to want to go ahead and brush them up. Now, how you do your brows are completely up to you, but when filling them in, big thing to remember, it's darker on the tail, lighter in the middle, because that's how your natural brow kind of does. If you are more sparse in the back than the front, you're just still going to want to imitate the look of a natural brow. Alright, so they're brushed up. Now what, Sarah? We're going to take our pencil, and we are going to start right on the outside. So you just follow the natural shape of your eyebrow. Now, we've done that line. We've done this line. We're at the front. Couple lines up. Same concept, drawing inside of the brow, not on top of it. Line, and then, would you look at that, we're back to where we started. Okay? So this is where you're at. You've essentially just boxed in where you need to color in now. Then you color in the middle. Alright. If you went overboard, if you had too much of a heavy hand, take your spoolie and you just brush it away. So you brush your hairs all the way up. So up, and then your tail, go ahead and do a side. Now if yours came with brow wax, if this is the one that you ended up getting, you just want to go ahead, wipe off the excess, excuse me. You're going to take it, brush up, and then to the side. Whatever unruly hairs, shape them and put them where you want them to stay all day. Because this is what this wax does. It makes sure that these hairs don't move as much as they normally would. Alright, brows are diddly dead. Next, we have eyeliner. You can get eyeliner in literally any color. Any freaking color that you want. It's a magical time to be alive. The three that I would recommend, a black, a white, and a nude. Black eyeliner is going to make your eyes look smaller. White eyeliner are going to make your eyes look bigger. Nude eyeliner is going to make your eyes look a little bit bigger, but essentially look more awake, because you see right now how there's foundation inside of my waterline. Again, the inside right here. This bit right here, that's not really inside your eyeball, just kind of sat on top of that little bottom lid. That's called the waterline. Right now, I look pretty awake. If I put this on top, I'm gonna look so awake. I love this. I would not pick the cheapest eyeliner for these reasons. Still go to drugstore. Drugstore have good eyeliner, but do not go to a Dollar Tree or a Poundland or anything like that to get your eyeliner, because for one, they're not going to give you good pigment. You're going to have to essentially like warm them up to get them started. They're not going to last very long. They're not going to wear very good. You might hurt your eye a little bit. I wouldn't do that. I would go with maybe a more known drugstore brand like Maybelline or L'Oreal or Revlon, something like that. It's going to cost you $5 or $6, maybe £7 or £8, whatever the exchange rate is, just so it's a little safer on your eye and a lot less frustration for you. Oh, side note, if you have like a brow pencil, maybe you've stolen some product from your mama and you're like, oh, I'm going to definitely use this on my eye. Stop. Wait, no. I understand that she's your mama. I understand that she's your sister. I understand that he's your best friend. You do not use other people's eye products. You don't know what bacteria is in their eye. It's not like I'm going to use your lipstick. It would be like using someone's beauty blender. You don't know what bacteria has been sitting in here. You don't know how long that person has had it. So, side note there. And also, don't use products like brow products or anything that are not meant to go in your eye. Eyeliners, mascaras, liquid eyeliners are specifically made to be eye safe. So only use eye products on your eyes, unless they have been specifically labeled that they are eye safe. Capiche? Good. Take your beauty blender. You can use your hand if you want, but don't tug. You're just going to want to kind of pull down the ittiest bit, you see? Just itty bitty bit. Essentially, we're wanting this part to say hello. So it goes, hello, 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 hello. So that's what we're doing. Take your sponge, and you're just pressing it, so it just goes, hello. Take your pencil. You're going to go right here, start on the outside, don't start on the inside, you're going to hate yourself. Especially if you've never done this before. So go on the outside, do a little wiggle wiggle, and stop because you probably need to cry. I'll wait. You good? You got a tissue? Okay, good. Come on, we're getting back in it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. And little wiggles all the way in. Okay? See, even doing that made me cry. So you did that, you're like, oh, that felt so weird. Oh, but probably by your little wiggles, you probably didn't get that much pigment on. So you gotta go in again, honey. And wiggle, wiggle. Now, if you're brave enough, and you're like, okay, I'm done with the wiggles, it's ticklish. Okay, you're gonna go whoop, 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 whoop. Another note, you don't have to be too hard with this product. These are products that are meant to be creamy and react to the warmth of your waterline. You don't have to... If you find yourself having to do that with an eyeliner, get a different one. It's not good. Show and tell's sake, because the white, you can't see it that well, I'm going to use a black. Let me just move my mirror over here. By the way, do you like my mirror? Do you like it? Chris Gillen Vlogs got this for me for my birthday, because he's a frickin' G. You should definitely go over to his channel and check him out, because he's a G! So now you can definitely see this eye, like the eyeball looks smaller, while this eye looks a lot bigger. Alright, next product to go over is mascara. So mascara, I have seen so many of these tutorial videos that kind of come full circle where there are men and women that are watching and going like, well, I want to be included in this, but Jesus, I don't know how to put this on. And they're putting it on like it's no issue. How the hell? I'm gonna poke my eye out. How do you get it to look pretty? Valid point. You don't really think about it, but I've been putting this ish on since I was like 11. When you get your mascara, here's gonna be the essential component. Like, they all look pretty much the same. You know what I mean? Like, they're wands. They have a pretty long handle for you to hold and control. Today I am using Maybelline's Last Sensational Luscious Full Fan Effect. You can use whatever you want. Again, drugstore. Drugstore has amazing mascaras. Don't feel as though you have to get a name brand high-end mascara. You really don't. Drugstore do awesome things. I recommend anything out of the Maybelline line, to be honest. I swear I'm not sponsored by Maybelline, if they want to sponsor me though. Alright, so you're gonna go ahead, go right up to your lash line. Stop. What do you do now? Blink. Oh, we did. Look at that. You got so much on there. Good job. To your lash line. Careful. Blink. If you get it in your eye, it's gonna hurt so fucking bad. Don't worry, you won't go blind. Just do this a lot. Ah! And you'll be fine. To the lash line. Blink. To the lash line. Blink. To the lash line. Blink. I'm so proud of all of you right now. So that's just blinking, and that's how you get. Now with your actual hand, you can go in, rest the heel of your hand on your chin like that. So you have more mobility. And then you just wiggle, wiggle, pull. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. Wiggle, wiggle, pull. Alright, so you might be going, oh, Sarah, help, I got so much shit on my eyelid, no! You're okay, calm down, don't cry. You're fine, I promise. So this is actually an easy fix. What you want to take is a makeup wipe. If you forgot to get makeup wipes, that's okay. Do you have lotion? Go grab your lotion. Just plain, whatever box standard lotion that you have. Go get it. I'll wait. Got it? Good. Get a little bit of tissue paper, put a drop of that lotion on there. Or if you don't have tissue paper, just put a drop of lotion on your finger and go like this. And just kind of dot it. So I messed up a bit. You dot it and then you can wipe it off. The oil in the lotion deconstructs the makeup. Fun fact. But if you have a makeup wipe, you just go ahead and you can go like this. You just wipe off your mistakes. And it's all good. No one died. Everything's fine. You might also be going, God damn it, Sarah, I got it on my nose. How the hell did that even happen? I got it on my nose. Well, again, you can use a makeup wipe, you can use lotion. If it was just a drop, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Wait until it dries, and then once it dries, you take a spoolie, and then you just flakes off. Alright, how to do your bottom lashes. Same thing, get it out, wipe off the excess. And now, you're just going to want to go ahead and to the lash line and pull, to the lash line and pull, to the lash line and pull. Now you're just taking a little tip, you're just going Okay, whatever's left over, to the lash line, pull, pull, wiggle, wiggle, pull. There you go. And now you've got your lower lashes done too. Good job! Next is lipstick. So again, with the basic of basics, we're just going to take a Maybelline drugstore lipstick. I'm going to go for Pink Wink, which looks like this. It's super cute, very, it's like satiny. It's not metallic, it's satin. We're going to put the lipstick on. So essentially, go like this, like this. Middle first, then work on the edges. But get your middle down. Get in here. Get in here. Got this. bow. Go here, go like this, and this, and this. So you can see the natural lines. Same thing on the bottom. Creamy. And now you might be going like, God damn it, Sarah, I overdrew. How do I do this? Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, undo. You're okay. What you're gonna do, take the side of your finger, go here, like that. But it moved elsewhere. You're fine. Other side. And like that. Rinse and repeat. And you're good. It's all my Cupid's bow. Little finger. And now you got this beautiful look. There we go. And that is the basics of makeup and makeup application and makeup purchase. Do you have any questions? If so, please leave them down below in the comment section. And yes, if you love this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for future tutorials that I could possibly do and upload, please leave them in the comment section below. I will definitely read them and I will definitely film them. So please comment down below with your suggestions. And again, if you would love to see more content and more videos with my face in it, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss whenever I upload a video. Again, my name is Sarah. Thank you so much for being here, watching me on my channel. Have a great day. I love you very much. Goodbye!